Hi Gemini, welcome to Spiritualista. This is your weekly energy forecast from the 20th until the 26th of October. And this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with everybody, but however, if you like a personalized deep dive reading, the link to my Etsy shop is below. And now let's see what the universe has in store for you guys this week. So please tap me into Gemini's energy. I'm gonna do a little pre-shuffle for you guys. So please tap into Gemini. Gemini, October 20th until the 26th. All right. Please tap into the highest possible source. That was extremely quick. Wow. That was one of the records. All right. So we have the High Priestess. Good, guys. Someone has been doing the work. Someone's been tuning into spirit here. That's what I see. Like, you're very intuitive. It's going to be a hardcore intuitive week for you guys. That's good. Ooh, such beautiful cards. All right. So Six of Swords. Very good, very good. So that means that you're leaving behind a situation. That is a challenging position, however, let's keep that in mind, right? So you're having a little bit of a hard time leaving something behind there, but you're doing that, so good. All right, and then we have the Seven of Wands there. That's your crowning position, so the top of your mind. That's a little bit of resistance there too, but it's different. It's not the same. It's more like a resistance in the terms of like, yeah, holding your boundaries. Right? So someone's challenging you, for example, could be at work, could be a family situation, like it's a person that is a little bit maybe, yeah, a little bit bothersome to you, and you're feeling like you have to defend yourself, you have to defend your positions, your opinions, in order to appease this person. All right, so it's you basically setting up boundaries there. So you're very much aware of that because that's on top of your mind. However, you might not be aware of this. So you have the Emperor, that's your subconscious mind. So you are in charge. So you do have a very dominant energy there. So that's good. So I don't think you're going to be having a hard time setting up those boundaries because what's fueling that deep down at a soul level is the Emperor energy. So that's very good. All right, very promising spread so far, Gemini. Ooh. Ah, good. So recent past, the Empress. So we have the Emperor and the Empress there. So that's where you're coming out from. Ooh, it's one of the most beautiful cards that I like personally. Wow. Love it. Love the Empress. Like, she's very nurturing, very abundant, very connected to her feminine energy. So beautiful, beautiful energy to be coming out from. So that makes sense that you are in a High Priestess space right now because you've been tuning into that. Maybe getting some rest, connecting back to yourself, some self-care, some new routines that are beneficial for you. And now you're reaping the rewards of that with the High Priestess. Good. And then we have Judgment. So, wow. So this is your near future position. So, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. We have 4 major arcana so far here. So, it's a shifty week. Like, shifty in a sense. Like, it's going to be very transformative for you. In a good way. All right. So the Two of Swords, that is your advice from the universe. So your suggested approach. And then we have your surrounding energies. Ah, good. Okay. So we have the Ten of Pentacles. I don't even know which card I'm going to choose for the thumbnail because like there's so many good cards here. Wow. All right. And then let's see your hopes and fears. We have the Page of Pentacles. Good. This could be about a new job. Yeah. All right. Beautiful. Okay, so it's amazing. It's an amazing spread, guys. Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups there. That's in your potential future. So you're gonna be feeling very satisfied. Like this is you're in a good place, Gemini. Oh, look at that. And we have the Eight of Wands there at the bottom of the deck. So things are gonna be moving fast. You're not only gonna be going to a better place, but you're gonna be doing so at a high speed. So wow. Okay, so I've done a few now. I do them in the order Aries, then I do Leo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and now Gemini. And I can say that you are so far the best week of the zodiac. So stay tuned. Let's talk about it. So this is where you're at now, Gemini. So High Priestess, good energy. This is super psychic. You're likely having dreams right now. You're feeling very intuitive, right? It's that space. Yeah, like lots of intuition. You might be feeling in a little bit more reflective mode than usual. And just kind of tuned into people, tuned into yourself, your own energies, being able to discern what's going on beneath the surface for yourself. But yeah, it's a beautiful energy. And it might also indicate synchronicities, that you're getting that, you know, you're seeing little signs in different places, like the angel numbers on the microwave. So it feels like you're in the present moment, just navigating your life more through your instincts and your intuition. And yeah, just experiencing that wisdom, right? And I feel that also that means that you're probably keeping a little bit more to yourself lately, and just sort of observing situations and listening to people rather than, yeah, speaking, you know, acting. You're more like, yeah, a little bit introverted or like introspective in this sense. So now a lesson for you in this present moment is to just trust that and trust what you feel, right? It's not about proving intuition in this case. It's not a scientific thing here. So it's all about the subtle things. So, you know, like when you walk into a room, you can sense the vibe, you know that something went on there, like maybe there was an argument that just happened and it's kind of stuck to the walls, that sort of thing. You just feel that the vibe is kind of off before anyone says anything to you. So I feel like you're leaning onto that a lot here and just getting that inner guidance. So it's, yeah, definitely your instincts are just tuned in, they're peak. So very good place for you to be in. Beautiful card. And your challenge here, Six of Swords. So that's an interesting crossing with the High Priestess, because that's transition. And it's you basically releasing something and just moving towards something better and usually calmer in this case. So as a challenge, it shows me that letting go and moving on from this situation is not being like super easy for you. You're having a hard time and kind of feeling a little bit pulled to just holding on to the past before you can step into this new thing that you're doing here. So it's telling you to just have that acceptance, right? And that's why I feel like you're having to be this intuitive, because you're having to sense that within you. Even if the evidence isn't really there, you're having to go within yourself because you already know the answers that, yeah, you were supposed to leave the situation. But sometimes I feel like I'm still picking up on a little bit of apprehension here where like, maybe not, you know, maybe that was better. Maybe there was something there that I'm not having in this new place here. And it's just like, you're a little bit mixed. So that's why I'm sensing that you're having this as a challenge, because this is normally a very positive card to see, Six of Swords, and tells you that you have to just continue moving forward. But here I feel that there is, yeah, still a little bit of an apprehension energy going on for you. You're kind of having a little bit of a hard time cutting ties entirely with the past here, and that's the tension in this transition moment. So yeah, but you already know, I feel like you already know that it's time to move forward. But your challenge is like, it's actually to just let go of the past here. So yeah, you won't be able to balance those two. So just, I get that you're struggling with that. Just, that's the lesson here. Just trusting that and regaining that acceptance over this, through this trust that you're gonna get there with the High Priestess. So yeah, very good, very good. Good spread, like, oh, such a good spread, guys. Good week for you guys. And let's talk about this. So you're crowning, Seven of Wands. So you're very focused on standing your ground. That's the energy of that card. And it's a little bit protective here, right? It's like, I feel like you're being a little bit tested right now mentally. And it's not a swords, but I'm still sensing that it's some mental energy going on here. And I feel that it's to deal with you having to justify yourself to other people here. And it shows me that you're very determined in doing that, but also, yeah, paired with this, with the Six of Swords, there is that little bit of resistance here. And yeah, it's challenging for you. And yeah, you're kind of needing to prove yourself. I'm seeing this where you might be with new people. You're having to like maybe suppress a little bit of who you are to fit in. It's kind of that, I'm getting that. So just know that you won't have to be doing this forever, you know, but I feel that right now you're kind of protecting something here, protecting something that's important to you, but you're kind of scared that maybe you're going to get judged if it comes out. So it feels like, yeah, there's definitely this justification energy, but at the same time, you're very strong in that specific card is, yeah, it's determination energy. So I do feel that you're going to hold firm and you're going to maintain your stance in that, right? So yeah, so that's good. That's good. You're being very resilient here. And we have the Emperor. So speaking of resilience, that's your foundation. So that's at a soul level, what's going on with you. Emperor is all about order and structure, right? So it's very like I can never say that word right. Like authoritative? Yeah, I think so. It's an authority card, basically, right? It's the Emperor. So yeah, that's what's motivating you right now. Like it's that desire for control a little bit, to be honest. But control like in a good way, in a way where you're trying to do that for stability here. So you're really looking to like establish very firm foundations for yourself. And you're doing that through perhaps rules, you know, boundaries in your life. So that's good. Like it's the archetype of leadership. And you're doing that in order to build something that is more reliable for yourself. So yeah, tells me that this journey here right now is about you reclaiming that authority in your life and creating the structures that are going to support you in your long term, you know. So yeah, so this is what's motivating you, is this structure, right? You're really craving this sort of order here. And yeah, but also at the same time, you have the Empress here. You have the Empress and the Emperor. So it's good because she's in the past, but she's still kind of bringing this energy in, like softening you up a little bit as you're shifting into this Emperor authority here. So yeah, and then with the High Priestess too. So it's a really good combo. Like you're intuitive, you're in your leadership, right? So there's this very powerful, like these very powerful archetypes here in your present that are just building you up here. Yeah. And she's very nurturing too, right? She's the energy of just abundance. So it tells me that you were recently in the spirit of growth and also self-expression, right? So you've been flowing with life. You've been intuitive there too, right? This card represents beauty. It's all about life, like the natural cycles of life. So I feel that this was a time that you're coming out of here where you were maybe more creative. Yeah, connected with nature, right? Connected in your relationships. Yeah, like anything that is like a physical environment for you. So maybe you were hanging out with animals, being out in nature, just connecting back to yourself, maybe planting something at home, just doing your things, your little self-care rituals. So you were embodying this energy of abundance, right? This very feminine focus, like receptivity energy here, which yeah, it's interesting because now you're shifting more into this more masculine space here, not with the High Priestess, but with the Emperor, where you want the structure here. So it's a very interesting shift because it's almost like you sort of exited this nurturing energy and now you're in this like construction energy, like this building energy here. So you're making something for yourself and you're having to step into maybe more of a more dominant role here, a more masculine archetype role here. And so you've played with this and now you're feeling maybe that this was a little bit too subtle for you to be able to produce the results that you want. So now you have to step into this more affirmative role here. And yeah, we have Judgment there too. So it's like such a powerful spread. Like you can have 4 major arcanas here. It's insane. It's very powerful. Judgment is super powerful just as a card in general. It's a card about awakening, usually spiritually awakening. And tells me that you're right about to step into a moment of, yeah, like having to rise above something here, like learn from something through a lesson here. That's going to be like a reckoning sort of energy. So it's going to be very renewing for you to step into this. It's going to be maybe like letting go of old patterns that you've had, right? It's going to feel liberating, even if it does usually involve quite a bit of accountability for things where you have to just like leave things behind because you know that you perhaps weren't doing them from your highest alignment here. So you're going to be stepping more into that. And that's going to be freeing you from these old patterns here. And yeah, the result of that, of course, is that you're going to be stepping into a more authentic version of yourself. So that's a good card, right? It's like, it's a wake-up call. So yeah, so that's good. You're going to be releasing lots of old stories here, like once and for all, and just stepping in more with your truth here and with your authenticity. So I feel that this issue here is not going to be there for long. Even though maybe it's scary to think about that now because you're still a little bit apprehensive and like, oh, maybe people are not gonna like it, you know, I found myself entirely here. But I feel that with this balance, like, dude, like you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. So this is gonna be you're sort of rising into the person that you're meant to be, basically, right? So it's like the Phoenix thing, like the personal sort of resurrection thing that you're going through here. So it's beautiful. I have the 2 of Swords. So this is super interesting. This is your suggested approach here. So this is the only card that I'm seeing here today that is kind of like a little bit tougher card. but it is suggested. So it's a card about indecision, right? It's about having to make a choice in regards to something here. So I feel that as an advice from Spirit, this is you having to just, you're having to make that choice that you've been avoiding, basically. That's what it is, right? You're having to confront those decisions that you've been avoiding. So just make sure to pause here. Just weigh your options, right? Because that's gonna, especially with the intuition here, it's gonna help you clear things out before you actually act. So yeah, I know it's kind of hard. It's probably kind of hard. You've probably been stuck in this for quite a bit now, but that's gonna move you forward here. So you should take this approach, right? And it's not like an impulsive thing. Make sure to not be like, okay, I'm gonna make the choice now without thinking about it anymore. Just go with this, like roll the dice, right? Make sure to keep it balanced, but also just try and resist having this avoidance here. Make sure to do that and just stop pretending that you don't have to choose, because you're gonna have to choose at some point. And yeah, you're gonna have to face this more directly than you're doing right now, whatever it is that you're weighing on right now. And yeah, surrounding energy. So I have the 10 of Pentacles. So wow, that's I'm having a hard time choosing which card I like the most. I mean, I'm honestly not, because it's always High Priestess. Like that's my basic favorite all the time. But but it's because I do this work, right? But for you, beautiful card. Like it's all about stability again, and like abundance, right? So tells me that this is energy, like energy in your environment though, like it's your family, right? It's something like maybe to do with work. So it is gonna reflect some opportunities for security and this abundance that they are available to you right now. So it's all about building like lasting structures, right? That like long-term sort of like generational wealth, you know, stuff like that. So the atmosphere around you is all about that. It's all about like long-term prosperity and really like established support here. So it tells me that you're not operating in this whole story here alone, for sure. You're gonna have the support, and there's gonna be an influence here, likely a family, and just, yeah, they're gonna give you some collective resources that are gonna support you in your journey. So it's beautiful. It feels like you're gonna be supported here. I'm feeling that it's gonna be with resources, so maybe you're a little bit, yeah, not good off right now economically, something like that's going on, and then you have someone that you can call, that you can trust, right? And this person is going to back you up or give you support. Doesn't even have to be finance. I'm just saying that because it's the Pentacles, but it could be emotional too. It could be just that you have someone to lean on, you have someone to talk to, and this person is very stable and grounded, and they're going to be there for you when you're feeling uncertain. They might be helping you out with this decision making here. So there is definitely an influence here that's going to be stabilizing you, and that's around you right now. And we have the Page of Pentacles, their hopes and fears. So that's you wanting new opportunities. That's you like really, really wanting to sort of start from scratch sort of energy, where likely you feel a little bit inexperienced here still. You're very excited, like, but it is a student energy. So I feel like you're maybe like scared of not being ready for this. If it's the like maybe a little bit of oh man, why am I losing all the words today? I'm so distracted. It's what is that word? Imposter syndrome. That's the word. I'm sensing a little bit of that, where you really want to grow, you really want to learn new things, right? But at the same time, you're kind of scared that you're lacking the skills to make that happen. So there's a tension here between this excitement for this potential, but fear of being inadequate, basically, to do that. And that's what I'm sensing. And this is super reassuring, though. So that's your potential future, 9 of Cups. Beautiful card, again. Very similar here to the 10 of Pentacles, but this is a more emotionally based card. So this is more about feeling this abundance here, but like on an emotional level, where you're emotionally satisfied. Like you're experiencing lots of gratitude about your connections, about the people around you, your relationships. If it's whether you're single or not, like it could be friends, it could be your loved one, your partner, right? You're at peace basically with life. That's the experience, where you're at peace with yourself, you're at peace with life. You're feeling like you can wake up in the morning and feel very happy and like complete and fulfilled, right? You appreciate the things that you have, all the things you have around you, you're gonna feel satisfied with. And it's not just gonna be external validation, it's just gonna be like a general outlook on things where you're feeling that sensation. So yeah, beautiful. Lots of personal happiness happening for you. And yeah, despite all these challenges here, this letting go, like, and also this fear here, just starting fresh, you're headed towards this, which is satisfaction. So yeah, you're gonna be feeling very whole within yourself there with this card. So very reassuring card, beautiful card. And we have the 8 of Wands at the bottom. So again, like such a good spread, guys. Oof, like I cannot say this enough, such a good spread for you. So 8 of Wands is what's driving this. It's like momentum energy. So it could be communication too, that you're hearing news from someone coming in. So there is this undercurrent of like acceleration here. Like things are going really, really fast. They're picking up speed, right? Your messages coming through. So it tells me that your whole progress here is going to unfold very, very quickly here this week. So even if you do feel a little bit uncertain and in this transition right now, this card here tells me that the pace is going to pick up and it's going to increase, right? So that's what's going to be moving you forward into the next chapter here. It's going to be like a propelling sort of force. So that's very powerful. It's all about momentum. So your life is about to speed up here, and you're going to have opportunities that are going to come really like way faster than what you actually expect here. So yeah, so that's beautiful. The universe is working with you here. So you have the wind in your sails, so to speak. So it's beautiful. Good spread, guys. Such a good week. Such a good week. So remember, this week, all right, all about this. Trust your intuition while you navigate this transition. It's going to help you with this, right? And yeah, make sure that whenever you're in doubt, especially here with this question about the choice, that you just make sure to lean into that inner wisdom, even if you are feeling a little bit resistance to release the past here. Yeah. So your focus is going to be all about protecting your ground, about holding firm against these pressures here that's going on. And you're going to be able to do that because you have both this nurturing side here, you have this awakening card, you have the Emperor there stabilizing you with this authority energy, you have the High Priestess there with her intuitive energy. So it's like, it's a great spread. Like you have everything really, really, really worked out for you in a good way. And you're very protected this week. So good, like good. And you're going to be it's going to be happening fast. It's going to be, wow, like speedy. And you're going to be also driven by this desire here to this achieving this abundance. So this might be an inspiration that you're seeing in someone that's going to be helping you with this and how to achieve this, like maybe telling you stories of how they made it. And also here with it seems like there's 2 different people here. Like you're going to have one that is more like maybe like a financial sort of coach, like a person that will inspire you to deal with those elements. And then you have another person here, sorry plant, that's going to inspire you to deal with the more emotional sides of things. This could be like a therapist, could be a close friend to you, could be a partner, family member, but a person that has their emotions in check, right? A balanced individual here that's going to be helping you achieve this stability here. So it's a beautiful chapter for you. It's a beautiful, beautiful spread. So just, yeah, not worried at all about this week for you guys. It's going to be a great week. Really great week. So super happy for you guys. And that's all I have for you today, Gemini. I really hope that this reading resonated. And if so, please make sure to give it a like and let me know in the comments below which part resonated the most with you. And don't forget to subscribe for your weekly energy forecasts. Okay, bye.